Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about how to generate seller leads through Google Ads. And we can just jump right in. So the first part of this is going to be understanding what your keyword targeting strategy is going to be. The second part is going to be understanding what your negative keyword strategy is going to be. Then we're going to discuss campaign configuration, ad copy, and then ultimately like the landing page and how we're going to actually generate those leads into your system. So hover above Tools and Settings and click on Keyword Planner. Now you're going to hit Discover New Keywords. And we're going to start with, obviously, the Google Keyword Planner is a great place to start to find what people are actually searching. And it's a good way to begin. However, you want to also leverage some of the phrase match keywords to, generate thousands of variations of searches on week 2, 3, and 4 of your campaign. So we're going to start by just saying sell my house, seller, real estate. I want to sell my house. And then Google's going to take this and then just run with it. And we'll see what our options are. And this is the same strategy I use for real estate agents and real estate brokerages across the country. And it's extremely effective. So, okay, we see sell my house, seller real estate, I want to sell my house. There's a lot of keywords here, right? Companies that buy houses for cash, sell your house fast, sell my property. So we're going to want to flip through a lot of these, and we're going to uncheck the cash offers, primarily because this is a strategy for real estate agents that want to help sell, not necessarily cash offer brokerages. If you are a cash offer brokerage, then you can obviously target those as well. But we want to make sure this is refined. All right. All right, looking through, here we go. Click on that. Okay, so I think this is a good place to start. So we're now going to change the variation to exact match. Broad match is really dangerous. You have to be very careful when you test broad match because it can take a keyword like sell my house and target things like mortgage offices near me, right? It doesn't have to be connected to the original keyword at all. So we're going to start with the exact match, and that might limit you. However, you're going to get the highest quality clicks and leads that way. At some point, we could opt into a phrase match or a broad match campaign that runs with about 10 to 20% of your budget, and that's really just going to be keyword expansion once you start to tap out on these keywords. So go to Add Keywords to create a plan. All right. Okay, now we can go into our forecast. And it's going to take all those keywords. Here we can delete this one. There's another cash offer that slipped through. So this is going to give you a forecast of like where and what your performance is going to look like for the next month. So go into your geo. So say you're targeting in the Raleigh-Durham area. You can just target that DMA. And Google will tell you exactly what the type of performance you can get for that. Hit this little drop down. And Google's saying you can, scale this up to, up to 40 grand a month, and get about 250 clicks. You can add metrics here too. It's going to show you your average cost per click, your impressions. Say our average conversion rate is between 13 and 15%. And then I'll tell you what your leads are going to look like. Okay. Yeah, you can see what's driving the bulk of the traffic. All right, so we see that homes for sale in my area, this is someone we're going to want to take out primarily because, this is not a seller lead. So this is someone looking for data on sold homes. So we'll delete those as well. And you want to comb through these and really make sure you're picking keywords that really fit your target. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is that we're going to create a campaign. And the campaign is going to be called, real estate seller leads exact match. You want to make sure the naming convention fits what your match type will be, because you'll have a duplicate campaign with a phrase or a broad match. You want to know what's what and what's driving the budget. And then we're going to do Raleigh-Durham. And our budget, usually I like to run these, anywhere between as low as 50, as high as 250 a day. And hit save, and then Google's going to create this campaign. And now we're going to go into view campaign. So we're going to make some adjustments here because we want Google to, here, I'll hide this. We want to make sure that Google doesn't taking too many liberties with this account. So we're going to go into all of our campaigns now. Flip to all. We're going to find it. Okay, here it is right here. We're going to go into settings. Okay, now that we're in the campaign settings, let's run through these really quick just to make sure that we're all on the same page on how you should configure this accurately. Name, goal, use account goal settings, it's fine. But equally, no marketing objective, that's fine. Make sure you click search networks. It's important that both of these are unchecked because this is going to put your search ads outside of Google search, and you're going to have low quality clicks. Okay, so go into locations. It's important here that you are able to exclude locations as well. And so you'll be able to do that actually in the locations tab here. But you just want to make sure you have your target already, Raleigh, Durham, Fayetteville, DMA. And then when you're done, you can go into the exclude portion here and actually exclude, other counties, other places, just to ensure that you're only generating traffic in your target area. Because sometimes, if someone's passing through, but they're really from Charlotte or Nashville, sometimes they can trigger a search. So you just want to make sure that that is configured accurately. All right, we can go back into settings. Okay, budget, correct. Okay, so we're going to change this to actually manual clicks. And the reason why I like to adjust manual clicks is because I want to make my own bid adjustments. So maximize clicks is an automated bidding rule. And so what Google's going to do with that is that it's going to decide, what's going to drive the most clicks, no matter what is quality, no matter what your bid adjustments are. It's just trying to find clicks. Whereas the manual CPC kind of allows you to put your own internal strategy and learnings in there. I'll give a great example. So once we save this, it's going to change it over. You can go into locations, and you can, actually not locations, I'm sorry. Go into show more, add schedule. And so with manual, again, like you have to make real-time decisions. Like with automated, like maximize clicks, there's a learning period. So it's bidding more during certain hours or certain zip codes, certain keywords. You have to actually go in there and configure it based on your own data, right? So we've got a great setup on a manual CPC where we bid Monday through Fridays. Obviously, for real estate clients, we bid on the weekends as well. But our Monday through Friday setup is we bid by hours. So for early mornings, we bid a little bit more, and then we kind of cool off. Lunch, we bid a little bit more, and then we cool off. And then we bid really aggressively from that 5 to 7 in the afternoon. And the way you do that is you just hit Monday through Fridays. You have to actually add Mondays and then add Friday, Tuesdays. And I'll give you a little example here. Then you'll hit save. And then you can go in here and you can bid a little bit more aggressively. So say on Mondays you want to bid 20% more. And then on Tuesdays you can decrease your bids by 20%, and it'll even it out if you want to spend a little bit more on Monday. So this same tactic, I don't want to go in here and build out how I would do it hour by hour, but that's how I would recommend doing it eventually. Okay, we can go back into settings, see if there's anything else we want to do. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit on why I'm deciding to go to manual CPC over maximize, just because we have a lot of data that fuels how we bid, and it can just be very impactful and effective in the campaign. Okay, so let's go to ad group. Now that we're done there, and we've got our keywords. Okay, here's where your bids are going to be. So a good rule of thumb is go to your at the campaign level, hit ad groups. If it's 0.01 penny, you're going to want to just raise this to, Google said I think $10, so I would bid 11 because you just want to be at the top spot. as much as you can, and it helps with your search impression share as well. So put that up to 11, and then you'll see all of your keywords collectively have now increased to 11 cost per click. Okay, so now we're going to go into ads. I have a whole video on how to write responsive search ads, and I'll link in the description. So I'm not going to go as in depth, but the theory is this, right? You want the search, your keyword, right, to be the exact same as your, not the exact same, but have similar messaging to your ads. And then you want your ads to have similar messaging to your landing page. So a great example here is we're targeting seller searches, people looking to sell their home. So you want to make sure that your keywords, sell your own home, how to sell a home, selling your house, all are reflective somewhere in your headlines. So sell your home fast. Then you want to make sure you have your brand and your authority. So TKL Homes. Put a copyright symbol here, or trademark if you have those. You can put another headline here. 5-star reviews. Right. Okay. And you can kind of build off that. So you want to make sure you have that relevancy. You want to make sure you have the authority behind your brand. And then the last part of this is going to be your call to action. So whatever it is, right? It could be see your home's value. It could be, get your free home selling cheat sheet. Whatever you want, you put that in there. And test a few different things, right? And the way the responsive search headlines work is that, Google's going to filter through all 15 of your headlines and 4 of your descriptions and find combinations that are working really well, and then continue to serve those to people that are searching. Okay, so the last part of this is going to be our landing page, and it's really important to get this right because you can have the targeting and the ads all configured, but if you don't have the right landing page in place, you're going to lose every single one of those potential leads, right? So up here I have our landing page, and so this is a really simple setup, and this is the format, and obviously, we adjust this for a lot of our clients based on their brand colors, their reviews, sometimes with their reviews down here, right? But it's really simple, right? Someone searching for selling their home, they land on your landing page. It should say something along the lines of sell your home fast, check your home value in 60 seconds. Your keyword also in your ads also is reflective on the landing page. So when someone hits here, they know this is exactly what I'm looking for, right? And then they also see, hey, I clicked on this ad that talked about giving my home value. This seems accurate, right? Let me put in my address here. And then it'll just run through all these questions. So you can just put anything here, and then it'll flip through, what's your zip code to understand, are they in your region? And we can adjust a lot of these forms. They're very fast, very effective. You can build logic into it. But overall, this is going to be the format: simple, effective, loading on mobile, and relevant, right? That's what we're looking for. So then you're going to just copy the landing page and then drop it in here. And the last thing I want to touch on a little bit, I know I mentioned it earlier, is actually going to be our negative keyword strategy. So this is something that a lot of agencies and marketers don't really take advantage of. But it's basically, we have thousands and thousands of negative keyword libraries. And what this does is it actually helps put some guardrails on your campaigns to ensure that your searches are only impacting people looking for seller leads, right? A great example of this is kind of what I just mentioned. If you are seeing cash offers popping up in your search query report, put cash in your negative keywords. So put a little quote, cash, and then anything related to cash will now no longer trigger your keywords, right? So we'll put this as just real estate seller negatives. And if this isn't working, you're seeing the same keyword pop up a lot, like, sell my home with cash. So you're going to make an exact match variation. And then this is going to effectively, really focus your campaigns and clear out all that trash. A big part of marketing, online is really just, getting away from bad traffic, getting away from fraud and irrelevant searches, and focusing on the high quality people that are going to drive revenue. So hit save. Another keyword grouping that we really love is actually going to be real estate competitors. You don't want to bid on, you can, I don't recommend it. You don't want to bid on your competitors because for a few reasons. It's not relevant to the search. So if someone's searching for Keller real estate and your EXP, they're not going to click on your, even if they click on your ad, they're not looking for EXP. They're going to be confused. It might be a mistake, and they'll go back and go to Keller. So it's going to be way more expensive, and you're generally the type of lead that you're going to generate isn't going to be super high quality either. But yeah, so that's kind of a quick overview of how to generate seller leads, quality seller leads on Google Ads. If you're interested in more videos like this, just comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.